there, YouTube? I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Get my honest thoughts on how the project is being ran. And today I'm very excited to be checking out the 74th most popular project in all the games. That is Ecosfera, Rewilding the World, a cooperative deck building game where you must restore nature before it's too late. So I am intrigued by a couple things. I love cooperative games. I love deck building games. Got the price on the marquee, 27 euros. That's nice. Other than that, I see the box. See, it's a smaller box. I'd like to see maybe a little bit more, something else, something different, but fun in 9 hours. I don't care. I feel like there's something that once we get through this Kickstarter page, I'll be like, yeah, I feel like that probably is more important on the main image than funded in 9 hours. Because I understand how the green bar works. But as always, when we get into the video, I'm thinking three things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's go. 3 minutes? Ooh, okay. Fancy art.
Ecosfera, Rewilding the World. Ecosfera is an environmentally friendly game with beautiful illustrations.
Okay, 1 to 4, age 8 plus,
You will
60 cents.
start a fluid journey into the wild with abundant resources, but as the game progresses, the resources tend to be unbalanced and the collaboration between players becomes vital. Ecosfera is a cooperative deck-building game with different levels of difficulty, where we strive.
So the first 30 seconds there, it's do I really need that? Do we really need you walking through the forest to get the game set up? I'd much rather just, get to the game.
To restore nature before it's too late. Water, time, earth, air, and sun. These are the elements that you will use to gain cards from the plant and the fungi kingdom. But be aware, there are also natural disaster cards. Luckily, we have extra abilities such as changing cards, extra cards, and passing a card to another player.
Okay.
With the right combination of plant cards, you will gain animals. With the right combination of animals, you will achieve biome tiles, and hopefully you will rewild the world together.
Hi, I'm Albert.
And I'm Julia,
We are the Julieberg Games.
and we hope you enjoy playing Ecosfera.
Personal touch, okay. Then we still got...
Ecosfera is a really dynamic, interesting, cooperative deck building game.
And I really felt it had this nice flow of deck optimization, growing it up and growing it down and getting little bonuses, and it just didn't quite feel like any other cooperative deck.
Yeah. It's just really interesting. I haven't played a game like this before, and I find it to be just so new and exciting.
This is definitely an enjoyable.
And that last bit she spit out there was like, it's new and exciting. I haven't played a game like it. That really means a lot more looking at her background, as opposed to if it was in a quote. And that's interesting to me. I mean, I like it either way, but like you see that, you're like, okay. Like, yeah, she's played some stuff. A lot of stuff.
That is always,
because that's not always the case, Everybody's new to the hobby at one point. I used to talk about, oh man, my old videos.
a good sign.
And so I found it to be just a really fun puzzle of a game.
Because it is a puzzle. It's a puzzle to make sure that you get the right cards to the right players.
Ones that belong in the desert have got those sort of icons on them, so it all makes sense, and I just think it works beautifully together.
It's another example of just the beautiful attention to detail that is just throughout this entire game. It really does feel like a labour of love.
And I think the thing that makes it just work so well is the cooperative nature, and that, as a mechanic, 100% fits in with the theme.
Okay. What do you think about that? Let me know in the comments below. Do you like that last little thing at the end? Because there's a real question. How do you use these videos that you have? When you spend money on a content creator, how are you going to utilize that money that you spend? What are you hoping for? Are you hoping for a preview, a gameplay, a how to play? Like, what do you need? Like this? I like this, quite honestly. I feel, because it's the first half of the video is you telling me about the game, and then the next minute and change is content creators telling me about the game and what they thought about the game, little snippets. I really like that. I thought that was really good. Like that video, except for the first 30 seconds. I don't need to see you going into nature, but everything else, they're great. We are Juliberg Games, a board game publisher based in Vasa, Finland. Our passion is creating board games that we love to play, have fun. More importantly, they have made one other thing, so no collaborators here, which, not necessarily the end of the world, but sometimes when you only have one person, it's a lot to do all the customer service. So what do we got? 344 backers. Is this out? Did people get their stuff? That's what we're worried about. Updates. 200 free. We can play for the first Ecosfera. Get yours. We can play second edition plus German version. Good for them. Getting a second edition. Most Kickstarter games do not end up getting that, especially from first-time game publishers. Hello, I haven't received it yet in the UK. Could you kindly provide an update, please? Ooh, 4 months ago. That's not good. Has the game already... I haven't received it yet. Ooh, 5 months ago. Any update on the US ship? So, and this is what I'm talking about right here. When you only have one person as a collaborator, that means that sometimes things slip through the cracks. And Mantic Games, they actually reached out to me. They did a project last month, and they're like, hey, how do you expect it? Like, we don't check the comments anymore. It's like I could get that sometimes when you have like a 22 projects like they do, but when you only have one other project, like that's not cool. 4 to 5 months, like just once a month, just hey, when you post your updates, go just browse around in the comments. But overall, can you do it? Yes. They put out a game before. Do I want it? Yeah, I like cooperative deck building. The price seems right. What's that going to be, about $30? Let's check it out. Print and play, 19, whatever. So yeah, $30, very reasonable. This feels like the kind of game that might never see another print run. So if you don't get it now, like they're not up against the retail gun, which a lot of companies are. AEG, Queen Games, companies of that ilk. So we got the box, got cards. Ecosfera really encourages players to cooperate to solve the puzzle by giving cards, working together, and more. A unique twist on deck building. That feels like a preview quote to me. Ecosfera really encourages players to cooperate to solve the puzzle by giving cards, working together, and more. Unique twist on deck building. So it's just you really have to cooperate. It's a cooperative game. Like that's what I'm always concerned about a quote when the quote is roughly this is the gameplay. So 27 euros, convert the currencies. Once again, majority of people here are probably going to be for the United States of America. Sometimes I have to eat my words, very, very few though. So yeah, 170. Good for them. Crushing in Germany, 87. That's a great number. You'll see way bigger projects than that with less in Germany, so good for them. But once again, converting the currency. I would convert that on the marquee too, because the majority of the people here are from the United States of America. Still, 2 to 1 almost. So what are we getting? We're getting 55, 115 cards, 7 tiles, 50 disaster cards. And once again, they're not really up against the gun that much on the component to price ratio, which I've actually heard some reviewers really trash on that. Like, you shouldn't mention that. It's like, yeah, you should. I disagree very strongly. You should. Because sometimes those are very far apart from each other. But at $27, I don't think they're worried about it. Oh, so we got an expansion. Okay, I might have mentioned that in the video. I would have most definitely mentioned that in the video. I always feel it's a good idea, springing on me that, 27 euros is probably not what I'm actually going to pay because most people are going to want this, which looks to be a tuck box. Experience an exciting new level with the 26-card expansion. So it's a... Dang! 20... Are these large cards? Are these super large cards? 23 plant cards and 3 animal cards. I would mention the size of these cards, potentially. Because are some of these cards bigger? Or are these just standard 50? Like, what size are these cards? That's a question I actually really have now. The Special Funders Edition comes with 3 signed posters. Okay. I'd still convert the currency. I can't imagine this is the most popular. I bet this is going to be the most popular. Even though I do feel like this is the best deal. Like this one, I got a little bit of, I'm paying $26. I'm paying 18 euros, $20 for 26 cards. Now, if those are tarot cards, my mind's a little bit different, but as far as I know, they're standard 52 card size, like a poker set. I don't know. That's why you should let me know. Ecosfera is a clever deck building game. Progressing through the levels of rewilding the world is simultaneously satisfying and maddening in the most delightful of ways. Okay. It's really just interesting. I haven't played a game like this before, and I find it to be just so new and exciting. It's just so wonderfully balanced. So that quote, I do like that quote. As a gamer myself, I always, like, we've played thousands of games. I whenever you say something's different and new, even if you don't say it's great, I'm personally intrigued. But at the same time, that doesn't always mean something's great. And then so it's just so wonderfully balanced. That's good to know. Thank you. No, it's just like hard stop. It's a good thing to know. But once again, of course, you're going to say that because if it wasn't unbalanced, they wouldn't put that quote on here. I don't know. Box cards, tiles, and tokens upgrades with linen finish. That's just a weird thing. You don't see that very often in a quote. It's so balanced. Yeah. Tokens, all upgraded with linen finish. Nice. 16 card ability markers. Ooh, that's hot. Are these unlocked? We hit these? 21,000? Yeah. Let's put a little oh, you did. You got the little... This is a big deal. I would move this higher, first and foremost, I think, because this is great. I always say, when you first launch Kickstarter, your initial goal to get funded. Once you get funded, what's your new goal? It's not to get funded anymore. It's to hit whatever your stretch goal is. So spotlight that, and especially it gets people more excited. It makes your price easier to swallow. So I'd put this higher. And wow, we're not even 1/3 through this Kickstarter page. There's going to be a lot here. So I'm glad that we have talked about the price. I'm glad that we've talked about the stretch goals. And I suppose in this scale of this Kickstarter, this is relatively high. But once again, I just always feel like they should go higher. 2 more disaster card designs. Cool, so it'll look a little different. 5 new animal cards. Now that's hot. That's a great graphic there too. Is the score pad? This is great. I want that. I definitely want that. Double thicker score pad. I really felt it had that nice flow of deck optimization. It didn't feel like... I already saw that in the video. A fresh twist to the deck building optimization. Not many cooperative deck builders out there. You got to check it out. So it's a fresh twist. So it's a cooperative deck builder. Like, once again, it's a fresh twist. Okay. How to play. Everyone's just like, it's a different game. It's different. Stuff, things, cool, good stuff. I just want the shipping. Especially since you're not in the United States of America, which means it's probably going to be on the higher side for the majority of the people who are going to be back in your Kickstarter project. The gameplay is immensely captivating and scores high on replayability. No 2 matches play the same. Overall, it's an excellent game. Highly recommended. The top 1 Aircon Casual Games Showcase 2012. Huh? Ecosfera is a breath of fresh air in the world of cooperative games. Challenging, engaging, and endlessly replayable. The gameplay was really satisfying. It really felt you looking at how you could optimize the opportunities for the next player. I do like that one. I actually like that one a lot. It really kept you looking at how you could optimize the opportunities for the next player. That's my favorite quote I've seen so far. Because that one really reaches into the fresh twist on deck building and pulls something out and says, oh, this is what we mean by it. You really need to be looking forward to see how you can help someone else as opposed to maybe helping yourself. If you're going to get them 1.3, whereas you're going to get 1, you should try and get that 1.3. How to play? Fantastic. Love it. Once again, I put this a little higher, but it's already super high, relatively speaking. So video dump, cool things, stuff. Lots of videos. Great. I don't think they're better than shipping, though, except for that how to play. How to play might be better than shipping. The game merchant is awesome. Mechanic. A deck building with a dynamic style. I appreciate it a lot. Video dump, still more video, more stuff. Ecosfera is a great cooperative deck building game where teamwork is of a great importance. We had a lot of fun playing it. Gameplays, cool stuff. Meet the team. They paid a lot for those videos. Wow. They paid a chunk. They paid a chunk of cash for those videos. Good for them. 3 times funded. Showed it off at Essen. Awesome. Once again, not free, not cheap. You got, and sometimes you can help. You can like share a booth with someone and you just foot the cost. I wonder if maybe that's what they're doing, or maybe We Can Play is just crushing so hard because We Can Play definitely has crossover appeal to educational and feminist. How do I put this? I'm not trying to be offensive here. I'm just saying it's great when you can cross over your markets. That's why Japan Anime Games is so popular, is because they can go to all sorts of different conventions. So this is great. So once again, educational. And that's its own separate lane that makes a lot of games, if you can get that. I played it in Essen with my friends, and it's a very good game. Really fun stuff, things. I do like those. Honestly, the quotes from Essen. I really like the demo Aircon. Nice twist on deck building. I like it. Nice twist. Everybody says that. So March 2024, you're going to get it. Okay, so we're talking Origins, Gen Con release. If it's pushed back next year, customs-friendly shipping. U.S. friendly, and I don't think they'll be at those conventions, but that's just in my mind. Whenever I see that, I'm like, okay, that's what it's coming out. U.S. custom friendly shipping. Cool. What does that mean? Where's the price? Free shipping! Oh! What? So this is a half-point grade bump down to me. And I know you're like, how is free shipping a bump grade down? Because it's like if you turned in a paper and you're like, I wrote my name. It's like you wrote your name on this olive. You didn't write it on the paper. Like, this should be spotlighted way higher. That was a weird analogy. Custom-friendly shipping. We will provide custom-friendly shipping. Oh, no. It's not free shipping. Shipping will be charged after the campaign closes the pledge wager. Please note that shipping costs are estimated, and then it just says free shipping. It's not free shipping, though. It says it's going to be charged after the campaign ends. Why is there a big thing of free shipping followed? What? Are you... Oh, Essen pickup? Oh, in these stores, these very specific places, free shipping. Okay, got it. That's not the majority of people there, so maybe you lead with the shipping estimates first, and then, okay. Either way, €8 isn't terrible. Wait, that's not me. 14 euros. So now we're up to pretty much $50 plus if I'm getting this. We're now up to like 60 something. Let's see how these pledges broke out. 118 to 182. So not even 2 to 1. It is still the majority of people backing the big one, which is always the way that it should be, because that's just how Kickstarter people want to shop, from my experience looking at it. And then, yeah, the specials founder packs. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants signed posters. I mean, no offense, but nah. It's just, if you were maybe 5 or 6 games down the line and your artist is now like well known, I don't know. And maybe their artist is well known. I just don't know. But that's a hard sell. Ooh, 2 tomatoes bringing it out. Mono de Duegos. The Viva Xperia is so cool. Okay, so let's give this one a grade. FAQ updates, comments. Let me think about it. No FAQ. I have a question. How large are the cards? That's important to me, especially on that expansion, which does not seem like a great value. Third, stretch goal, and maybe it's because they're making this environmentally sustainably. Because they did mention that in the video. They're like, but then I don't feel like they mentioned it again. And that helps me understand why the price isn't good. I didn't say great. I definitely don't think the price is great. But why it's not even what I feel like is a good price, especially for the pledge level that you want me to take. Once again, I feel like the €27 price, don't have an issue with that at all. Fine. But that stretch goal, that other one, and maybe they're tarot-sized cards? I don't know. Let's look at this. New Kickstarter image. We hope you like it. The previous one really helped to see all the components, but we think this one better. Yeah, price. Yeah. You know what? There you go. Now, focusing on the box, I don't know. I mean, you could go clickbait and put free shipping, asterisks, and then realize that like 80% of the people aren't going to get that. But that's a little skeezy. But here's the thing. It's skeezy, but I feel like it might get people in the door, and they can't be mad at you because you're still not lying. It's just, I'm not in Finland, so I don't get free shipping. I don't know. It's an interesting one. I'm so glad you moved the markers up to be an early stretch goal. They seem like they'd be the most useful out of all the goals. Yeah, they're bangers. This is very good news. So this is good. This is people commenting on it. They're listening to their fan base. Good stuff. Rule booklet. That's the one thing that I felt like was missing as well. Did we? I would have clicked on it if we had it. I don't feel like we got a rule booklet. So that'd be nice to have on there as well. But granted, they have tons of videos. Tons. So you can get it that way. But some people would rather read the rule booklet. Will you make a 5th player expansion? That could be a possibility for later. With the current cards, it would already be possible to play with 5 players, but the 3 ability tokens would be needed and work better by adding a few more elements, plants, and animal cards. We designed it to be played by 1 to 4 players because we considered that these are the most optimal combinations with the cards that we have. The 2 to 4 player versions are similar in terms of difficulty. Did you mention this is a solo game? I mean, it's cooperative, so I kind of assume a lot of the time. Yeah, okay. They did. Okay. I've been playing on Tabletopia and just want to ask a question. If I have the stuff, so they're going in, they're doing good customer service here. What is the size dimension of the card? Yes. Okay. You gave me the dimensions. You couldn't just say standard whatever size. 2 inches. So, oh my gosh. No, what is going on? I don't know. Okay. Anywho, let's give this one a grade. Do I want it? I like the video. I didn't like the first 30 seconds. I personally like the back end of the video where it's content creators talking about the game. I think that's a cool idea, and I like the idea of it. Let me know what you think about that in the comments down below, because I imagine there's going to be a lot of people on both sides of the fence there. So do I want it? Yeah, I do. It looks fun. I like cooperative. I like deck building, and the fact that there's people with a lot of games saying this is new, it feels different, I'm immediately intrigued. Can you do it? Yes, you've done something in the past. Go into the second print run. Customer service looks solid. You had a couple stragglers there where you got to check your comments. Got to make sure you check your comments just in case people miss stuff. But can you do it? Yeah, it felt good. Plus, the bottom line is they've already 3 times their goal. They got $23,000 to make 500, 1,000 print run of a game, and 1 expansion, which, as far as I know, is some sort of weird box. It's not 100% clear there, but yeah, you got enough money to do that. Should not be a problem. Not to mention this is not a particularly big box, so the shipping is not going to be particularly expensive. So can you do it? Yes. Do I want it? Yes. How much is it? I like the $27. This €27 one. I have no issues with this. And this is really one thing I think that might be holding us back a little bit, because if you Kickstart a lot, then you know that this pledge level right here is typically a desert wasteland of like 12 to 20 people. But it's not. It's 118, which it shouldn't be, but I don't feel like you did a good job at all spotlighting that expansion and even letting me know why I need to get it. I don't feel like I really have a great grasp of are these it's half of a tuck box. Like, that seems like a really big jump up for, what is it, $19? $19 for half of a tuck box? Like, that seems, even if those are tarot cards, that doesn't seem great in any way, shape, or form. Like, that one really, I feel like, missed the mark, and, that's hard to do on Kickstarter. I hate to be that guy, but 9 times out of 10, that pledge level is just dominating. Absolutely dominating. I think the last one I checked was 10 to 1. So seeing it not even 2 to 1, that tells me that you didn't convince people that pledge level was a great value. And I didn't feel that as well. So that kind of sucks. And then you also have to factor in, so now they're doing, it's a tuck box. So they're doing a 200 print run, whatever. And then here's the other thing. You have 2 shipping pledge levels. Realistically, nobody wants the posters for the most part. Okay, so you have 2 pledge levels here, and yet you only give me 1 shipping estimate. Is it additional shipping for this? Because if it's not, I would mention that, I would spotlight that. Because if it is additional, people are going to be annoyed, and if it isn't, that's a thing where you can spotlight a little bit and say, hey, we're the most popular pledge level is going to have, it's going to have a little bit of it's not going to be as bad shipping, however you want to put it. But it's something you want to spotlight because obviously this is your featured pledge. The game with the expansion is your featured pledge. That's the play, because that's just how the game works on Kickstarter now. So, how much is it? Mixed feelings. In the end, final grade. I feel like it's solid. That first image, though, I gotta say, I feel like the new image is better. What do you focus on this game, though? That's the question. Price for sure. The artwork's nice, but I don't know if that's what you want to do. Maybe you, if it is manufactured sustainably, which I think they mentioned in the video, maybe you put that up there. People love to virtue signal that sort of thing, and I'm not trying to be like, oh, look at Shock Jock Force. I mean, no, that's just a fact. If you have a special cause that you like to champion that special cause, and if you see someone, waving that flag, you're much more likely to give them cash. So I feel like maybe that's it. Maybe you mentioned that it's sustainable. No, actually, I know what it is. It's solo. I feel like you mentioned this as a solo game as well. I definitely think the player count, the time link, the age should be on the front. Always. It's on every single game box on the planet, so I feel like it could definitely squeeze in here. It's way more important than fun in 9 hours, in my opinion. But at the end of the day, I still feel like this is a solid Kickstarter. I'm going to give it a B minus? B? I think it's a B. B minus. B minus. Yeah, that right there, that's shooting yourself in the foot, I think, a little bit, that pledge level. Not really selling me the expansion at all. Face unpredictable situations that will change the rules of the game. Because, yeah, this sounds awesome. Like, this sounds fantastic. And the fact that we didn't even allude to it, we didn't even mention it, we didn't even tease it in the Kickstarter video to let me know in my brain that I am not spending 27 euros, which, by the way, I think is a good price. I'm going to spend a little bit more, and that little bit more is 19 euros for a tuck box. That's a hard one. Yeah, B-. Let me know in the comments below what's your final grade for Ecosfera. And as always, if you're enjoying the content, please be sure to click on the subscribe button down below as I'm trying to reach 17,000 subscribers in 2023 to make it my biggest year ever. Also, if you're interested in having your Kickstarter critique, check out the Fiverr link down below because I do it and people pay me and it's cool. I like money. Bye-bye.